What's going on, guys? This is Seb here for FM, and it has been a while since I have said that. So you may be looking at the screen right now and maybe thinking, what's going on? First of all, I made a new account on RS3, and I figured I'd do the sort of the Iron Man challenge loads of people are doing right now. I wouldn't really call it an Iron Man though. I called it just solo, because that sounds more logic to me. And in the background you can see me actually do tutorial bit by bit. So I made up a few rules for this. For those of you who do not know what this is, this basically means I will be playing RuneScape 3, and not old school, because loads of people do it on old school, and I figured for a change I'll do it on RS3. And because I did not like playing RS3 on my main account, because I already completed like most of the game. Like, it would just be grinding the same thing over and over and over, and I did not really enjoy that. So I figured I'll make a new account and I'll just play on that. So solo means you are not allowed to trade, so no use for the crown exchange and everything. The only exceptions though are trading for the quests where you need to trade. So for example, Shield of Arav and Heroes Quest, and if they added in another quest where you need to trade with another player, then that does count. So no interaction also means, like, for example, if someone spots an impling and PMs me like, hey, I found an impling, I will not go there, because that would be interaction and thus breaking the rules, in my opinion. Same goes for penguins. I will not use like Zybes, for example, to find them. If one walks by, then I'm allowed to spot it and like get the reward, but like that's all I'm allowed to do. So for the squeal or the treasure chest, however it's called right now, I figured I am not allowed to cash it out. Like, for example, I already, like you'll see in one of those clips, already got like some huge XP lamp, which I could like cash out for 500k if I wanted to, but I figured that would just be like too easy, because like the hard part of the solo account is where you like have to get like cash, because you can only like high alch, for example, and like some other ways to get cash, but that's like the harder thing to do. So I figured just cashing something out, which I just got from like a spin for like 500k, is not really like, it's not really like hard or anything, you know. It would be playing the game solo, but I just find it way too easy, because it kind of ruins the whole purpose of like a solo account being hard. The only like exceptions though will be when, like, if I get, for example, like 5 cabbage seeds or something, like just junk, which like sells for like 1k or something. I'm allowed to do that, because otherwise it would just get like real annoying. But most of the time I will definitely not do that, because it'll be more enjoyable for me and like hopefully for the viewer as well. Then for dungeoneering, I am not completely sure what I'm gonna do with this. I think I'm just gonna solo that all the way as well, because that sounds like, well, that like it is solo. But on the other hand, if it's like really slow, because I do not know how dungeoneering works in RS3, if it's like harder, if it's easier or anything. If it is like really slow, I will not solo that, because in my opinion it's just like too much time for, like, for example, the charming imp. I do want to get that, but I'm not just gonna spend like literally 1,000 hours on it or something just because I want to solo it. But we'll see what happens for that. It's a bit like, it's not really like the correct way of doing it, I guess, but I just want to enjoy this challenge and not necessarily do everything like the hardest way. I do want to have some fun in there as well. So, by the way, the only trades I might do, and this is a might, this is a big might, is transferring money from my main account to this account, but with the only purpose of buying a bond, so I can play 2 weeks for free, because I will get membership from that, like, if you know what I mean. That's the only thing I will allow trading. I will, like, if I do that, then I will clearly show you how much money I trade over, how much I have before, and like me buying the bond and everything, all that. So I'm just saying that right now, so that if it ever happens, like, nobody will be like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? You're breaking the rules and everything. So as for a goal, I did not yet figure out what I'm gonna do for this account. For now, I'm just playing it on it. I was thinking about maybe going for the quest gate, but that would be loads and loads of work. I do like questing though, but like some of them have like real high requirements, which is like the hard part. So for that I'm not sure, because getting armor as well is going to be really hard. I don't know like how good Barrows for example is on RS3, but if I want to get that I'm gonna have to get it from the chest, so that means I'm gonna have to be lucky. And like you can kind of figure out what I mean by like how long that might take. Then if I want to do fire making for example, I'm gonna have to cut my own logs, which could as well take a very long time. So therefore I did not figure out what I'm going to do just yet. So in the background you can see me doing all the beginning tutorial stuff right now. This was like enjoyable, but it did take a really long time. So I do want to note like to Jagex that their tutorial, before you can actually like access the whole world and actually play the game, like level up and do things you want to do, it does take quite a long time, which is like I did not really like it, and I have to figure out what those treasure hunter hearts or whatever they are. Like I have to figure out what those are, because I do have like a bunch of them now. I do really love how you get like loads of bonus XP though, and I think this is where I get the rare star. No, this one's for 50,000 I think. No, but I do finish up all the tutorials during this episode, so you can basically see me do that. And I figured like you're gonna have to like kind of trust me on this, that I'm not like transferring stuff. Like when I open up the bank there might be like random objects in there because you do all the daily challenges and everything, for example. That's where I got like some items from. Because I'm not just gonna record everything, I already figured I will not record every treasure trail spin I do. If I get something like interesting, I'll just open up the recorder and then record it. But you're gonna have to trust me a little. And the thing is, I'm not doing this for like anyone else. I'm just doing this for myself, as in like having fun, and I enjoy like making videos about those kind of things. So I figured, you know, I'll combine both of them and see if we can get like a good series going. So I think this is where I kind of like end the whole tutorial thing. I was really happy when they allowed me to like home teleport to a lodestone or whatever they call it. I do have to say though, so far I find this game way easier than for example 07, because that's like how it was in 07 obviously, but you kind of like get the idea. Things have become easier, but on the other hand it's still like a lot of fun, and I actually do enjoy playing on a low level account again. And yeah, I think that's basically everything I have to tell. So for now, I will be signing out. I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode. This was like just me talking. Like the other episodes will have live commentary, so don't worry about that. I just felt like I have to explain everything, and on the other hand, it's not really like interesting like live commentating about the whole tutorial. I picked the adventure thing. I don't even know if that makes like any difference, but I picked the adventure, and I think you get like some different beginning quests or anything like that. So hope you guys enjoyed this first episode. Please leave a rating about what you think of the episode, so like or dislike, because that like gives me some feedback on how I am doing. And if you have any ideas or questions or tips or anything, just leave them in the comment section below. And yeah, that's everything. So for now I will be signing out, and up until next time I will see you in episode 2. This is Seba and I am signing out.